Hello and welcome to Top Plays. I am your host, Blue from KantoCast, and this is the series where each week we take a look at several of the top plays from Season 5 of the GBA. This time we're taking on Week 3, so let's get right to the plays. Coming in at the number 5 slot this week, we have a highlight from the Arizona Deoxys in their match against the Milwaukee Sawsbucks. At a phase in the match where momentum was at a turning point, S5W3 found itself against a +2 Haxorus. Being able to live the incoming Earthquake, S5W3 is able to fire off a counter, which takes out the Haxorus. This play also allowed the Deoxys to keep their Talonflame in the back, their win condition for the match, and save it from taking additional Brave Bird recoil damage. A clever answer to a monstrous threat. At number 4, we have a play from the New York Mankeys versus the New Orleans Pelipers. After making multiple strong predictions and switches against the Pelipers while masking the fact that Jirachi was carrying play rough, the Mankeys finally positioned themselves into a scenario where the Pelipers' Hydreigon was matched up against the Mankeys' Jirachi. The Mankeys knew the time had come to take out the Hydreigon by revealing the play rough. The play rough lands and a boosted Hydreigon is taken down. In a flawless fashion, the Mankeys take out a huge threat on the Pelipers' side. For the number 3 play this week, we have a continuation of the Pelipers v Mankeys match, but this time we're highlighting the New Orleans Pelipers. Immediately following the skillfully played Jirachi play rough, the Pelipers find themselves in a good position to bring in Reuniclus. Knowing that Jirachi was locked into play rough, the Pelipers knew it would be switching out, meaning Reuniclus would be free to set up a Calm Mind. After taking mild damage from Hitmontop's Earthquake, Reuniclus makes the safe, steady play and goes for the recover. Back at full health, Reuniclus takes one more Earthquake before hitting Hitmontop with a Psychic, picking up the KO. Then Sharpedo comes in, and after taking a Waterfall, Reuniclus fires off a Shadow Ball, picking up another KO for the Pelipers. The Pelipers made the safe play by KOing the Sharpedo straight away, rather than risk the recovery option pending Sharpedo's potential crunch, and it paid off handsomely, as the Pelipers went on to win this match in a very tight 1-0. And now for the number 2 play of the week, we have another play from the Sawsbucks versus the Deoxys match. However, this play belongs to the Sawsbucks and the ever-clever Sucker Punch Rotom Wash. The Sawsbucks make the safe lead with Rotom Wash, and the Deoxys lead with Thunderous Therian. Knowing Rotom can take any hit from Thundurus because of its Assault Vest, the Sawsbucks stay in and go for a Hydro Pump. After taking just under 50% from a Thundurus T-Bolt, Rotom's Hydro Pump leaves the Thundurus barely alive at roughly 5% health. The stage was set for the unexpected but all too effective Sucker Punch. Rotom fires off the Sucker Punch and KOs the Deoxys Thundurus, and the Sawsbucks eliminate a huge threat on their opponent's side of the field after just 2 turns of play. And finally, the number 1 top play of Week 3 comes to us from the match that took place between the Boston Red Sox and the Long Island Reggie-Rockies. After hearing that, you probably know I'm talking about none other than the monstrous Manaphy sub-setup sweep. I'm all out of adjectives to describe this Manaphy, so let's set the scene. While correctly predicting the Stealth Rocks play from the opposing Gligar, the Red Sox realize it's an opportune time to send in Manaphy. Knowing that Gligar has to switch, the Red Sox once again correctly call an incoming Chansey, and Manaphy goes for a substitute. Knowing that Chansey's Seismic Toss can't break Manaphy's 51 HP substitute, Manaphy is free to set up 2 Tail Glows before its substitute is broken. Manaphy sets up another substitute and begins firing off Scalds against the opposing Chansey. This back and forth continues until the Red Sox find themselves with a +6 Manaphy behind a sub after taking down Chansey. The Reggie-Rockies send out Mega Slowbro, who goes down to an Energy Ball. Then Diggersby comes out and is able to break Manaphy's substitute with a Quick Attack, but falls to a Scald immediately after. Next comes Rotom Fan, who is able to get off a Discharge and even paralyze Manaphy, but Manaphy remains unaffected by the paralysis and takes down Rotom Fan with a Scald. While the incoming Gengar would take out the paralyzed Manaphy with a Shadow Ball, it would prove to be too late for the Reggie-Rockies to recover from such a devastating Manaphy set, as the Red Sox went on to win the match 5-0. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the top plays from Week 3 of the GBA Season 5. What were your top plays from Week 3? Let us know in the comments down below. And while you're there, take a look at the Strawpoll, where you can help decide the reigning Season 5 top play from the previous top plays of the week. Visit the Strawpoll and cast your vote to help us decide who the reigning top play should be. HP Ice Ambipom, Feraligatr Sweep, or the monstrous Manaphy sub setup. Next week, that winning play will go up against the top play from Week 4, where once again, you'll have the chance to vote on the GBA Season 5 reigning top play. But that's going to do it for this week's top plays. I am KantoCastBlue, and I will catch you next week with more top plays from Season 5 of the GBA.